Like to say see you later to all this rain, but we're going to have to wait a little while for that.
That's right, yeah. A couple more days of it, unfortunately, but once we do get rid of it, I mean, sunshine galore coming up for this weekend.
And heat.
Yeah.
But also the heat. Yeah, that's what we're tracking for coming up. But for today, though, quite a bit of cloud coverage out there and then some showers as well. This is a look outside at, downtown Lexington from St. Joseph Hospital. And you can tell the low-lying cloud coverage kind of obscuring the Fifth Third Bank building. That just gives you an idea that there's stuff going on. There's an active weather pattern. So we'll talk about that and what we're seeing outside. A few rain showers that are popping up across the area that started very, very light and isolated and then eventually really got going. It's 70 at the Bluegrass Airport. Here's what we have as far as activity goes. And yeah, all the way from our northwestern counties down through the Bluegrass, and then a few that are even now stretching down into the Mountain Parkway. Look at the one that was just south of Winchester. It blew up, and it's bringing in some pretty heavy rain down there. Now, we also have northern Casey County getting to a little bit of southern boil, but eventually this will make its way into Lincoln. So, Stanford, you're on deck for the stuff that's going through Gravel Switch right now. Getting a lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning as well. Some heavy downpours mixed in, but for the most part, this is all just garden variety shower and thunderstorm activity, despite the fact that it's a lot earlier than when it's supposed to be. Typically in a southern pattern, you need the daytime heating to brew these storms. That's not the case today. We just have so much fuel and so much instability, fuel being moisture, that we actually have stuff going on in the morning hours. But wait until we get that heating, because that's what it's going to take to get some pretty strong stuff going for our southern periphery throughout the afternoon and evening. Now, eventually that will go away. We lose a lot of it overnight because of the fact that the heating and the instability goes away. But with a cold front coming through Wednesday, that's going to keep ramping up the storm chance until that front can finally pass, and it does so early in the morning on Thursday. That'll be it. But before it leaves, before this active weather pattern stops and ceases to exist, 1.5 to about 3.5 inches of rain expected across the area, which is why we have this flash flood watch. Now, it's only in effect for today, 11 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the evening. Mountain Parkway, 64 corridor, and everybody south of the Tennessee state line. And it's basically just because of repeated rounds of rain today, but also some of those today that are really going to put down some rain. So that's kind of the primary threat. Warm front, cold front combo. Eventually that cold front slides through, and after that, high pressure. And it sustains itself for a while. This is going to be one that lasts all the way through the weekend into the beginning of next week. So plenty of sunshine coming up, but also, as Chris mentioned, plenty of heat. Look at this. We barely got to 80 degrees yesterday. In fact, Lexington topped out at 79. Today we're going to get to 82. Look at that. 85, 90, and we just keep on going up. By Saturday, which should be the warmest day of this heat wave, 94 degrees. And it's not just the fact that the air temperature is reaching the mid-90s. It's the fact that the overnight lows are only getting down to the mid-70s, which is about where that dew point sits in the afternoon. And that does unfortunately mean a heat index value of 100 degrees, if not even pushing to 105. So when that happens, likely a heat advisory criteria coming in this weekend. That's the kind of heat where you want to spend as much time indoors, or if you have to be outside, drink plenty of water, find plenty of shade, because there's not going to be much relief naturally from the cloud coverage. And if you like the storms, you want them back, they'll come back as early as the beginning of next week.